Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming to you live once again with another Thursday review. Before I get started, I just wanted to say I hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope you all got some cool geeky goodies, whether it be comics, collectibles, video games, whatever. I just hope you guys had a great weekend. And I hope you guys are having a great week as well. Hope you pulled some cool stuff on Wednesday. I myself did not, but that's because I stop by my shop every 2 weeks. So when I do, there's a nice stack of books waiting for me. And don't worry, I will be stopping by my shop probably next Thursday or Friday. So when I stop by and get my new stuff, I will do a haul video for you guys so you can see what I picked up. Sound cool? Alright. So now, on to today's review. And I want to say it's a special one. How special? Well, last week I mentioned that I was reserving this Thursday for this book. What book am I talking about? Star Wars #1. And I just, right off the bat, want to say I'm super excited for reviewing this for you guys today. I just finished reading this about an hour ago, and the story is fantastic. The artwork is amazing, and, well, I don't want to get into too much of this book here in the intro, so now that you guys know what you're getting for a review, how about you come along with me? Let's strap ourselves into the Millennium Falcon and blast off to a galaxy far, far away. But first, how about a little hyperdrive music, shall we? Welcome back. So as I mentioned in my intro, today we're covering Star Wars #1. So, for those of you who watch my reviews, you guys would know that I like to start with the cover first. So, let's check it out. Now right off the bat, this is an awesome cover. And it's not even a variant. And it just looks cool. I like how they chose the white background to really make everything else really stand out at you. And I mean, you can't go wrong with this. I mean, you got the whole crew together here. You got your TIE fighters and X-wings doing that whole patriotic, fighter jet flyby kind of deal. You got Vader's helmet as the background, and I like how the interior is like you're going into hyperdrive. It's just, this is amazing, man. And I know I mentioned that when I would eventually review this, I would show off any variants that I got, but at the moment I don't. But stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'll get into some stuff about variants and whatnot. So I don't want to talk too much about it right now. I really want to get into reviewing the book. So anyway, right off the bat, this cover, fantastic, and I might actually have to put this on my list of favorite comic book covers now. This is a really cool cover. So Star Wars #1 so far, batting 1,000 here. Okay, so we checked out the cover. Now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. Time to get into the technical stuff. So I got my notes, and let's get to it, shall we? So first off, the good. A new Star Wars comic actually isn't something new. We've had many great Star Wars comics over the years, because as we all know, Dark Horse has had Star Wars for a while now, and they've done some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, there is, though, a new feeling of excitement with the franchise returning to Marvel Comics, and the fact that Marvel and Star Wars are now owned by Disney, it does give a feeling that continuity will be a lot tighter with the series. The first new series at Marvel focuses on the core characters that we all love. Taking place right after episode 4, or if you don't like to call them by episode, it takes place after A New Hope, and it brings us back to that exciting time when it was all still new for us. The Rebel Alliance have just won a major victory in destroying the Empire's Death Star, and this was always an amazing time for me. Um, there may have been several novels and some comics taking place during this time. Uh, I mean time period, sorry. But I always wanted to know exactly what happened between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, the rebels were victorious, but when we next saw them in Empire, uh, they were still on the run, and they were hiding out on what the hell's the planet? Hoth. So I've always been curious. Um, the issue begins exactly like you would hope, with the giant Star Wars leading into a scene. Oh, I mean, before that, you get the Star Wars. You get the long, like when you're watching the movie, you got the panning writing. You get all of that in this book, uh, and it leads into a scene pretty much just like in a movie. Um, you feel like this is how it's supposed to be. Uh, the Star Wars galaxy, as we know, is super big, and the Empire is a gigantic force to reckon with. And there's no way destroying one Death Star, as huge and powerful as it was, could be a huge decimation against the Force. Their forces, sorry. Uh, that means that the Rebel Alliance, their job is not over. Now our characters are able to go on their next glorious mission to try and put an end to the Empire. I gotta say, Jason Aaron, he establishes the scene, and all the players immediately, they all simply feel right. It feels great. Uh, John, is it Cassidy or Cassidy? I can never say his name right. Like a lot of these comic book guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna say Cassidy. John Cassidy. Also, he captures their likeness and the entire Star Wars vibe in his art amazingly. Um, the color in Star Wars comics, though, have always kind of been I don't know if you could call it Achilles heel. Basically, my pet peeve. Uh, Trying to capture the feel of the movies with comic book art isn't exactly easy, and I've often been distracted by the colors, making it all look kind of fake. But Laura Martin does a great job blending it all nicely. Um, we shouldn't have overly bright colors, as much as I like bright colors. We shouldn't really have overly bright colors, and there's a nice mix of like muted tones along with shadows and really grimy stuff in the right places. Um, except when a lightsaber is ignited. But that's a given. It's awesome. Uh, we might just have the first chapter in an introductory tale, but it's captured my attention anyway, and my expectations have well been met. I know I sound really hyped up and everything, but I can't help it because this is a good story, even for an issue number one. Oh my god. Um, the bad. There were a couple minor moments where things felt a little cliche. Um, but it was cliche in a Star Wars kind of fashion. There really isn't too much of a way around it at some times, but I'm sure the characters they almost write themselves. Now I apologize for sounding a tad bit nitpicky, but having Luke and Leia change out of their disguises in like the middle of the mission into their more their familiar outfits seemed a little unnecessary. That's the only really big thing I gotta say for bad about the book. Mind you, I understand their true outfits provide better visuals, but in the middle of a mission where things are really starting to, turn around, and time is of the essence, pretty much. It doesn't seem reasonable to just change your clothes. Uh, Another thing is, I couldn't help but wonder if anyone else needed to assist them on their mission. But based on the score and everything, you can see this is truly not a big deal. Okay, I mean, sorry, that was the bad. See, nothing too much there. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to start babbling. Um, my verdict. Um, there's been a lot of hype around this Star Wars comic, with it being back at Marvel and everything. I mean, with the 50 some odd variants, and there was the 1 million issue print run. Uh, you know, Marvel has accepted the challenge of delivering a Star Wars comic with a lot of expectations surrounding it, and they've succeeded. Star Wars #1 simply feels like a true Star Wars story. Um, Jason Aaron, John Cassaday, and Laura Martin, they've nailed it, man. They hit the ball out of the ballpark, man. When you open the comic and you see and read the first few pages, I mean, you I mean, I did it. I'm sure a lot of you out there who read the book already and really liked it. I'm sure you guys did it too. But you open the cover, you read the first couple pages, and you're likely to hear the theme song playing in your head. Um, we've had some great Star Wars comics in the past, and this shows that the franchise is heading in a great direction. So if you're not already excited for the new Star Wars comics, trust me, after this book, after reading it, oh, you will be. And this, to me, this is exactly the Star Wars comic I was hoping for. So that pretty much wraps everything up. All in all, do I recommend this? Oh, you better believe I do. This, man. I feel like I'm reviewing a Fade Out book. I mean, it was so good. So, yeah, and, well, obviously you can still get it. It just came out last week. So, I really urge you guys to go get it. Mind you, it has the $4.99 price tag. It is $5, but I believe it is a monthly book, so I don't mind. As well as spinning out of the whole Star Wars thing. There's also going to be a Princess Leia series. I don't know if it's a limited series or an ongoing. I don't know. But the one I'm really interested in is there's also going to be a Darth Vader series. And I really look forward to that because, I mean, hey, you can't go wrong with Darth Vader, man. He's one of my favorite villains of all time, so when I hear he's getting his own series, I'm gonna be on that like every week or month or whatever. So, anyway, that was my review. Hope you guys liked it. A couple other things I wanted to mention. Probably probably within the next couple days, my January loot crate will be in. So probably Friday or whichever. If it comes today, that'd be cool. Then I could do a review, unboxing tonight. But yeah, so within the next couple days, be ready for loot crate unboxing. I hear it's supposed to be pretty cool. Um, Also, getting on track with my new series. Again, if my loot crate comes tonight, I'll do my unboxing tonight. If it doesn't come tonight, then I will be starting my new series tonight, which is I'm titling it Punisher 88 presents the lame superhero or villain of the week. So be ready for that. I already have a whole write-up on the first villain I'm doing. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, or, sorry, video, whatever, about variants. And I do have an idea of doing a video based on the variants that I own in my collection, basically showing you what variants I have. I have quite a few. A big chunk of them are from a specific month, and that's the first and last time I'm ever doing that. It was from a couple months ago. DC was having their bombshell variants, and I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I gotta get them all. So I got every bombshell variant, and then after that, I was like, okay, I gotta cool it down. So now I only get the variants that I really like. I didn't get any of the Lego variants recently. I didn't get any of the monster variants, although some of them look really cool. But that was during I was, I was behind on my stuff, so that's why I didn't get anything. Um, another, let's see, another thing. I do know in April, DC is doing a set of variants that look really cool. They're based off of famous movie posters, so there's a couple that I'm looking forward to getting. So probably when those come out after that little event or whatever ends, that's when I'll put a whole bunch of my variants together and decide on doing that video. As for the Star Wars variants, like I said, I mentioned when I would do this review, I would show off any Star Wars variants I got. Well, I didn't, and but I do plan on getting some. The one I mentioned that was at my usual shop was the Hasbro toy variant, but I didn't feel like spending 15 bucks on it because I usually draw the line at 10. And mind you, the Scotty Young variants I get at my local shop do go for 10 bucks, but it's not like I get all of them, so I don't really mind dishing out 10 here, 10 there. Normally, the variants I get are cover price. The most expensive variant I have, I believe, is a issue of Superman Unchained. I forget which issue it is, but it looks like I think a 60s cover, and I believe it was done by Walt Simonson. I'm not entirely sure. I just liked it because it looked, you see Superman's duking it out with Darkseid. Really cool. You'll see when I eventually do the video. And yeah, that's pretty much my most expensive variant I own. So I just wanted to get all that out of the way, so you guys can expect something new down the road, instead of just variant reviews and stuff. I remember last time I did a video showing off some of the stuff in my collection. Mind you, I went over it a couple weeks ago and realized it wasn't the full video, so I did delete it. But probably after I do the variant video, I'll do another one of those, showing off some of the stuff in my collection and really, actually posting the full video. Something went wrong when I was uploading it, probably. So, and yeah, that's about it. If you guys stuck around for the full almost 18 minutes, you guys are awesome. You're real troopers. If you like this video and like other videos like this, check out my channel. I got a lot of other cool stuff. If you see anything you really like, give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel as a whole, hey, feel free to click the subscribe button. I'm always happy to get more subscribers. I'm always happy to make more videos for all you guys. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, although I'm not a big Twitter guy yet, when I do post my videos, I do post them on Twitter as well. And I'm slowly getting into the whole posting stuff over there too. So I'll leave all that info in the description. My Twitter. I'll post a link to my Punisher88 Facebook page. I'll post a link to Loot Crate if you guys are interested in checking it out. All that good stuff. Alright? So, before I babble anymore, and before I make this video any more, or before I make it much more longer than it already is, remember, in the great words of Mr. Art Spiegelman, comic books are the gateway drug to literacy. I can't say it without doing that. So anyway, that's about it. So I'll see you guys on Saturday for the weekend review. Haven't entirely decided what I'm going to be reviewing, but I'll find something cool. It won't be a Spawn #1 cool, but I'll find something cool. And that's about it. So, till Saturday, boys and girls, this is Punisher88, signing off. See ya!